said I decided to run for Attorney General election night 2 years ago wasn't exactly correct, because it was my wife who turned to me and said, Phil, you have long said if you want to serve, you have to be willing to run for office, and now is that time. Heidi Walls has been an extraordinary partner every step of the way. And my kids, Sammy and Aviva, wish they could be here. And they also wish that I could win a race before bedtime. So we'll look forward to the re-election. They have been a part of this journey. You have all been a part of this journey. This is the most inspiring and interesting and challenging undertaking I've ever had. We have been all across our great state. And what Governor Roy Romer said to me, if you want to be our next Attorney General, you build authentic relationships across the state. And what Ed Perlmutter said to me is you need to tell people who you are. And so all across the state, I told people about my family story, about my grandmother giving birth to my mom in a concentration camp, and being liberated the next day by the U.S. Army. And coming to our nation for freedom and opportunity. And I talked about my commitment to our democracy. And what we proved in this election is that people win campaigns. There was over $6 million in out-of-state money spent on deceptive, cynical ads, and we won because of you. And we won because people believe in democracy. And people believe that in this moment, Colorado will show our nation how democracy can work. And I love how Morgan put this in our platform. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And during the campaign, we talked about the need for a strong Attorney General who would protect our constitutional rights. We talked about the need for a fair Attorney General who would talk about taking on the opioid epidemic, reforming criminal justice. And we talked about the need for a wise Attorney General who would solve problems, not score political points. In short, we made clear that we needed a stronger Attorney General, that we needed a fairer Attorney General, and yes, a wiser Attorney General. We in Colorado have a unique opportunity. An opportunity to be a model for our nation during a challenging time. The issues we confront, how to manage water in a time of climate change, how to provide accessible and affordable health care to all Coloradans, how to be a more inclusive society. This is what our nation needs. And our nation will look to Colorado for inspiration and guidance, and together, as part of a great team, we will provide that guidance. And I said this during the campaign. I needed all of you, all across the state to win, but we need you more to govern. Democracy is a team sport. It is not a spectator sport, and that does not stop after you win elections. Let me take a moment to thank George Walker. In this race, we had 2 qualified public servants. It takes a lot to step up and run. George had a different vision, And the voters got to choose after a series of forums, and he showed up, and I showed up, and we made the case. And this is the same spirit that Joe Salazar brought in the primaries. Joe's still here. Let's give it up for Joe Salazar. I could not have won this general election without Joe Salazar, both supporting me and making me a far better candidate, and his supporters getting behind me. Thank you so much, Joe. So let me close with what was not only the last line of my TV ad, it's how I feel about our work ahead, which is together, as your Attorney General, we've got some work to do. Thank you all very much.